Alright, quick video on my way home today. I'm going to get into the rest of my Bible studies. I think I'm going to do Genesis 4 through 5 today. But I just had to do a little rant. Traffic's kind of crazy, so gave me time to do it. And it's going to be on the exponential growth of, how do I say this, news and information. And my sister and I don't like to debate her on things that she thinks she's right about because she gets very sensitive about it. So I just dropped it. But we almost got into a debate about how information, news, things are happening much quicker. It's happening at a much more accelerated rate. And she said, well, it's not really, it's just we have more access to it. So I just dropped it there. Like, oh, yeah, you're right. That's someone who doesn't totally understand math. I wanted to make a chick joke about math with her, but I made it to my girlfriend later that night because she gets it. But think about this, all right? If you can follow me, it shouldn't be that difficult. People who say that that's not actually true, that news isn't actually happening quicker or more news isn't happening, it's just that we have more access to it, they don't really understand what they're saying, okay? Communication is happening at a much higher rate. It's much faster. No longer are things carried by horse and buggy or train or telegraph or any of these things. It's internet. It's instant access to information all the time. Now, if access to information is happening much quicker, much more accelerated, that's going to lead to many more choices that are available to many more people, including people with a lot of power, which in turn leads to more decisions, which in turn leads to more happening. It's exponential growth. If communication is happening at a quicker rate, things are going to happen at a quicker rate because you're being presented with more options quicker, the more options at a higher rate, which leads to decisions happening at a higher rate, which leads to more things happening. So when you hear someone say that things aren't actually happening, there isn't more news, it's just we're being bombarded with the news. Okay, that's true to an extent, but if we're being bombarded by more information, it's going to lead to more choices and more decisions and more things happening. It's exponential growth. It's going to continue to grow. The more communication accelerates, the more information that we're given, the more choices and decisions are available to us. And the more decisions that are available to us, the more we make. The more decisions we make, the more actions occur. The more actions occur, the more news and information there is to then be carried out to the rest of the world again, which leads to more and more. It's exponential. It keeps growing, keeps growing. So don't ever let people in their ignorant minds try and tell you that, oh, this is nothing new. It is new. It is new if you understand math. Now, I love history, and I know history, and I know things like what we read now have happened. You know, there's nothing new under the sun. But that doesn't mean that things aren't happening at a quicker, more accelerated rate. Okay? It's simple math. And I'm going to do it one more time, just so that people understand. More information, more news at a quicker rate because of new communication technologies leads to more choices and decisions that are available to us and available to those in power. More choices and decisions happening and coming in faster due to communication leads to more actions, which leads to more news, which is why news, why information, why happenings are happening at an accelerated rate. It is not the same as it has always been. To say that is to basically admit that you do not understand math. Okay? It's an exponential growth. I have to get that off my chest. It's been bugging me because I keep hearing people say it, and I don't want to explain this to every one of them, but if you can understand how math works, so sorry, Mary, then you'll understand that this is happening at an accelerated rate. Simple as that. Alright, God bless everybody.